Alright, see what we can get ourselves into. Playing at Florida State Seminoles, they are 1-0. They're unranked. We are ranked number 22. What the SMU Mustangs? Yeah, this is the gaming tailgate.
Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. A week one showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer,
that's so loud.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue.
Alright, so this is the gaming tailgate Dynasty. I'm playing with these guys. Bunch of former EA Sports game changers over there with and some guys from the community.
Back to you. Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
I've got my my Dynasty. We're just now getting rolling. Deuce Dynasty. Over at Grown Folks. So we'll get that rolling here pretty soon as well.
He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work.
Oddly enough, I have the same team in both starting off, so a little continuity, hopefully.
Here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back,
my guy, Mr. Block.
Touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1.
They're coming with a full-out blitz.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver
I
gives
hate that camera angle.
nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Noles are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Makes the catch. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Just an
Take it. Hopefully take him out of field goal range. Hopefully don't hit a big play here.
Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Good choice, good choice. I think we kept them from getting points there.
First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped
Little
it.
late.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take us.
Caught, and he's got room. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Motion from the wideout. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
We're going to keep Mr. Ty in for a while.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I'd already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Throwing, Hawkins. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that
They didn't
screen,
block.
and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Maybe a crease. Touchdown Seminoles! Rolled into the end zone.
Well.
Crowd was eating it up.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Hawkins. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he
snags it and he's open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Hawkins. He lobs one high down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
throws to the wideout.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right back to it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Knowles headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Creates a little space. Still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Norvell at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on. Their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Thanks, Holly. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now.
Jeez.
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Noles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Now the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Snags it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Turning it on! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running into the open space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Hawkins unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And that's a pretty
Perfect
good
call,
job by this
man.
defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
Throwing, Hawkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rushes on him, looking for a big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And guys, I just don't know.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout.
Hey, ain't nobody open.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get.
I'm running back underneath, but you think that's open? It's not.
Back for its own great field position.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down, you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this back staying on track and getting the option?
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. SMU's offense headed out onto the
Can't pass.
this drive. We'll see
One-dimensional.
if they failed 4th down in their own end. Last time, David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. And after that last
I'm curious if the CPU wins by 51, do they automatically get a loss the next week?
It just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll move the tight end. They go play action with Hawkins. Find space on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are. Quick handoff.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not... trailing. I know they're in passing situations with this defense. They don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Puts it out of the air. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Hawkins. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got a little grass, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ollie Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
SMU spends its second timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
Throws it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those early. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Hawkins. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
That's caught. It's Carter. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They want that clock to run. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going with the counter play here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The run inside. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory.